What's up, YouTube? This your boy Reese's from Reese's Pythons doing this video on why I do what I do as far as ball pythons and the hobby and whatever. But first of all, I want to wish everyone a happy New Year's. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Okay, how I got started was 2010. It's my nephew. He inquired about getting a snake. He wanted a snake. I mean, he never done no research and nothing. He just went to. I just bought him a Petco. He got a snake, and back then I ain't know nothing about him either. All I knew about was the movie Anaconda, and this was like 2010. So, and this is my girl, Royalty, my female normal. I got her because, I mean, we talking about how we first got into ball pythons, and without normals, I mean, hey, none of these other morphs or whatever wouldn't exist. But I thought she'd be the perfect fit for the background. You know, the black and gold background along with the color of her. So I went on ahead and done that. And I also put a black shirt on just to top it off. Well, she kind of choking me. But yeah, 2010, my nephew said he wanted to get him a snake or whatever. And back then, my little girl was like, what? 7, I'm gonna say. So and she admired every little thing he done. You know, so he said he wanted to get him a snake, so she wound up telling me she wanted a snake. Now mind you, she didn't know nothing about snakes as well. So of course I had to do my research. So I go online, looked at some YouTube videos, of course, Brian Borchak. Looked at a lot of his videos and, you know, did some research or whatever. And I seen the Toffee ball python. And I was like, wow, that's a beautiful snake. So I went on ahead and brought her one. Once I felt I had enough research and I've learned a lot about them. You know, I went on ahead and brought her one and I took care of it and had that one for a while. Then went on ahead and bought another one. Then by that time it's me now. You know, with the ball python. She just got it just because my nephew said he wanted one, so she wanted one. So, and this was like October 16th of 2010, and I only remember because it was his birthday. He wanted to buy him one for his birthday. So, went on ahead and done that. And, you know, I got into them. I went to liking them and the buying tanks and, you know, accessories for the tanks and everything. I went to liking it, went to loving it. So I got out of it once I had a few snakes. I used to, you know, I sold snakes and whatever, and I got out of the hobby a few years into it. I got out of the hobby and got into you know, turtles, other reptiles, turtles and leopard geckos, and you know, got into that. I even got into fish also. You know, I guess it was like a little phase for me. You know, I was doing little different things, but I never once wanted to have all those different kind of animals all at one time because I just couldn't afford it. I felt I couldn't afford it at that time. So I went on ahead and got out the hobby, got into turtles. Then I was out of turtle. I sold all the turtles. Got into you know, fish was just a thing. Got out of fish and went into leopard geckos. I had a few leopard geckos. I was breeding them, but I had a few. It wasn't going good for me. I'ma say that, as far as eggs or whatever, you know. And then I have the right incubator for them, and you know, I couldn't take care of them, so I just pretty much had them as pets until we went to a reptile show. Of course, y'all see the Saints blanket in the back. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Went to a reptile show they had out here, and my wife wound up buying my son a normal ball python. He came ask me first. I was like, nah, I'm not ready to get back into him right now. You know, that was at the time I had the leopard geckos. And like I said, I didn't want to have so many different types of animals all at one time. So she went on ahead and brought it for him anyway. Of course, a mother gonna do, won't make their kid happy. So she went on ahead and brought it for him anyway. I brought it home. I was kind of upset about it. The next day, I sold it. Yeah, I know that was wrong, but I was gonna be the one to wind up taking care of it anyway. Just like when I bought the first one for my daughter, I wound up being the one taking care of it. And and mind you, that snake was the first time, I seen age. I bred out first time I seen age from a snake. First time I done everything. But yeah, the next day I went and sold it. I sold it to a local pet store or whatever, and I was into leopard geckos or whatever. He was mad. He was mad, but he got over it, of course. And yeah, I was into the leopard geckos. I wound up uh, posting my leopard geckos on Facebook, and had a guy whose daughter, his daughter was looking for some leopard geckos, and he had snakes. He was trying to trade snakes for the leopard geckos. So I went on ahead and done it, just for the little girl's sake. I love to do things for kids for some reason. I'm just playing, y'all. But yeah, I love to do things for kids or whatever. When I back to when I was in leopard geckos, into leopard geckos, around Christmas time, around the holiday time, I had, a few of the same leopard geckos, and my way of giving out to people. On Facebook, I posted a leopard gecko, and I said the first person that wished me a Merry Christmas get a free leopard gecko. And they had a little guy that he got the leopard gecko, and I went and met him. I went and met him out in the east, uh, and just gave him the leopard gecko, told him Merry Christmas or whatever. Made him happy. He was real happy. And it kind of made me feel good at the same time. So I thought about doing that like every year, but I hadn't got back into snakes. Like back to the little girl situation, the guy that was trying to trade the snakes for the leopard geckos because his little girl wanted them. I went on ahead and done it. I went and met him, and I gave him three leopard geckos, three adult leopard geckos, the three 10 gallon, the three setups and everything, for two ball pythons. I went on ahead and done that. And I kid you not, I really wasn't ready to get back into ball pythons, so I think a couple of days later they had somebody that was trying to vice versa, so vice versa, give me ball pythons for his leopard geckos, and I still had a few leopard geckos along with the snakes, so I went on ahead and traded him the two snakes that I got from the guy for his leopard geckos, and I had those for a while. Excuse me, I had those for a while, and I wound up selling those, and uh, got back into ball pythons once another show hadn't came around out here. So here I am now, back into it, and I promised myself that I was going to go a little, I was going to do a little more with the ball pythons than I did once before. As far as the housing and the breeding, and just real serious about it. This time, and not looking at it as just pets. Because my kids love them, and that's one of the reasons I really got back into them. My boys love them. My daughter, she hold them from time to time, but she, how the girls are. They like something for a while and get out of it. So, but that's where I'm at with it, man. I love the hobby, love the snakes, I love the reptile community. It's awesome. So that's where I'm at with it, y'all. Came up with the logo. Y'all can see right there, Reese's Pythons. My sign I got for my birthday. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, y'all. Don't you dare. I don't play that. And she did it anyway. Alright, y'all, this is Reese's from Reese's Pythons. I thank y'all for everything, all the love and support that y'all have given me since I started this YouTube thing. And that's another thing that I wasn't doing when I was into snakes before. YouTube channel and Instagram and, Facebook and all that. So, but I do it for the kids. I do it for the kids, and I also love it myself. But I try to get my kids into different things, that I was into when I was younger. Because out here, like I said, from New Orleans, Louisiana, out here the crime is real high. So, kids can get influenced so fast, so easily. So I try to keep my kids into things that I was used to do when I was a little kid. Try to get them into animals so that way they can have a focus. They can focus on, you know, something positive than instead of following behind, friends or whatever. So that's the reasons why I'm into it. That's the reasons why I do what I do. It's mainly for the kids, to be honest with you. So Reese's from Reese's Pythons, y'all. I thank y'all for listening. Thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing. Love y'all. Happy New Year. I'm out.